Hey, you guys, what's up? What's up? What's up? Coming back with another video, another live video. Had to get my hot cup of coffee. I kind of need it. Today's definitely been an exhausting day, but I'm going to jump right into it, guys. I'm going to break some things down for you guys. And I took a few notes here because I really didn't want to leave out anything too much. So, I'm going to give you guys a little minute to kind of get on here. All right, guys, I'm Fabio Hart. Welcome back to another live video. First and foremost, I do want to wish you guys Happy New Year's. If I don't get a chance to say it, I want to say it now. Okay, so on my Facebook page, I had got asked by one of my Facebook friends just about like the inner workings of my business, Hollywood Janitorial Service. She just kind of wanted to know. I'm sorry. Okay. She just kind of wanted to know like the workings. I had a young lady that joined my. Let's see. Thanks for the knowledge she passed on. Thank you, man. I thank you guys for watching, bro. Like, I really thank you guys for watching. I mean, you guys are like my pure motivation. Sometimes when I feel down or I feel like no one loves me or nothing like that, like stuff like that, I can always count on you guys. I can always go live and you guys are really brighten my day up. I don't talk a lot about the negative aspect in business because I'm so positive. I'm so motivating. A lot of people, it's a bit, Jesus Christ. So a lot of people, they kind of depend on me for motivation a lot of times. So, so in my mind, I'm this superhero guy, right? Like I'm never down. I'm never, so at least that's the persona, I guess, right? So when I'm down, a lot of times people never know about it. So I do appreciate you guys that do come over and watch me. But like I said, okay, so it's a young lady that's in my coaching, Savannah, and she came through Facebook actually, right? So, through the course of inboxing and stuff on Facebook, how to pitch a commercial client. Okay, we'll get to that. Definitely, we'll get to that. Might be a long video tonight, guys. Bear with me. So she was asking me, she wanted to do coaching. Now, she's not particularly fond of cleaning. Cleaning isn't her thing. Like when she joined the coaching, she didn't join the coaching for cleaning because she understands that I understand business as a whole, you guys. I don't know why my eyes is kind of watery. She understands that I understand business as a whole. She tuned into my lives on Facebook. So she asked me about coaching because she want to be a coach. So she was like, well, how do you like with your coaching program and, yada, 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 like, how do you get customers? How do, you drive that sector of your business? Like I hear you talking about coaching and having mentors and stuff like that. And that's what she wants to be in her respected industry, what she does, right? So I figured, I said, well, you know what? I think I'm gonna go live and I'm gonna just talk about the inner workings of my business because there's many components to what I do. So it's not just commercial cleaning and whatever, right? Is many things that I do. Checking in, boss. What's up? Hey, what up, boss? So I figured I'll go live and just kind of give you guys the inner workings. I think I gave you a breakdown of how my my cleaning business operating, and I kind of broke that down from when I first started to how to run it on autopilot. Well, this video is going to be a little bit different because I'm going to talk about more things that I do outside of cleaning that brings in revenue that you really never even hear me talk about. Also, if you check my community tab, guys, I just started up another Instagram, more for business and for you guys. It's called, what is it? Clean Up the Cash. Clean Up the Cash, right? So you can go over there, you request it. I got it on private because I got like stalkers, right? Ex girlfriends are stalking. So a lot of my stuff is on private, right? So just to let you guys know. But if you send a request, I'm gonna just assume that you're coming from YouTube because you guys are the only ones that know about it. I haven't advertised it and plugged it. Speaking of which, guys, if you're in my coaching already and you have my direct contact number, I will be changing my number soon. So make sure you hit me up on the gram or email and ask Jasmine for the number. Just let them know you're in coaching. She'll verify that, and you guys will get the new number for the people that's in my annual coaching program. Okay. Don't want to make. I just want to make sure you guys not locked out. Okay. Okay. So Savannah, she wanted to know about coaching in terms of starting her own coaching, that type of thing. And I figured, well, I'll just go live. I told her to come over here too on YouTube. So my business, this is how my business is like broken down in terms of like revenue streams, right? This is like how I get revenue. So I got number one, you see me looking down because like I said, I did take some notes. So number one, I got the cleaning business. You guys, that's like my bread and butter, right? Like that's where I make the majority of my revenue. The majority of my money come through the cleaning business. Number two, I just put for short music manager. Uh, there's a few people in my area, like I'm really good at promoting myself and getting myself out there. I'm good at door to door, stuff like that. So I have a cousin, he's a rapper, right? So he has this guy that handles things on social media and in the YouTube and the social media stuff, right? He got someone that handles that. So he was saying, cuz I know you in the business. I don't know how I'm trying to get booked, here. I'm trying to get gigs and there. Can you just be like my manager? So it started like bouncing off of him, like how the music thing, somebody tells somebody to tell somebody to tell somebody. So I kind of manage, well, not, I don't know if it's managed because I don't really manage what they do, but I get them booked into the strip clubs, I get them booked into certain venues, just by persuasion, negotiating, that type of thing, the monies, the revenues, and that's a revenue stream from me. Okay, especially on the weekends, I probably do pretty well. Okay, sorry guys, thought it was one of my people coming through. But geez, where did I leave off? Um, on the weekend. Okay, so one of the streams of me making money, like really big money, is like helping people like my cousin and people that they know, people that come to me in regards to trying to get them booked into like venues and stuff like that, and I negotiate the money, negotiate the deal. One second, guys. Okay, sorry about that, guys. So I get them booked into these different venues. So that's another little revenue stream. Okay. I also have a finder service. So apartment, condos, houses. So the way that works, guys, is I team up with like realtor companies, property management companies, landlords, people like that, that's looking to find renters, right? So I'm like the middle, kind of like what I was doing with Direct Auto Network. I'm like the middleman between the buyer and the seller, or the renter and the landlord, or whatever, their property management company. So I'm the middleman. So like I will advertise, I can drive traffic to them. So I get the inquiries that come in to me, right? I get what we put them on, what I call the customer profile report, which means we just try to figure out if they're looking for apartment, townhouse, condo, whatever it is they're looking for, about how much they're looking to spend, kids, pets, that type of thing, right? So we just get a basic outline of what it is they're looking for, and based on what they're looking for, an area, what they can afford, what they approve for, I go ahead and I get it situated, with whatever they qualify for. So I'm not going to put them in a high price area if their income don't substantiate that, right? So I'm gonna put them in an area that they can afford, the rent. I do have a city inspector to inspect the properties, because I want to make sure, like, if you come through me, I don't want to make Fox 2 News, right, for the wrong reason. I don't want them to come through me and then the place is all crapped up and whatever. So I have an inspector come and check in plumbing, electrical, that type of thing. It's a city inspector, right? So that's another uh, income stream. I got YouTube. Now, I don't make money from YouTube per se. The reason I just put YouTube because I offer you guys coaching, you know, paperwork, lead generation, or whatever. So even though I don't necessarily push that real heavy, I don't push that real heavy. I still generate revenue. I guess this year alone, I probably did somewhere maybe between 15 and 20K in just coaching and consulting right here off of Facebook, between 15 to 20K. So that's with all of the subscribers and people come in that's booking the coaching and getting consulting and that type of thing that come through, right? So that's another stream of income. Investments is just money. So instead of like taking profits, effing it over, doing crazy things with the profits that come in, I take the revenue and I invest it into other things, right, that'll yield a higher return. Okay, so I got investment managers that came through my mentors and my coaches, the people that I depend upon, right? So they plug me in with a company like Fidelity, um, where I got investment managers I sit down and talk to. We figure out what it is I want, what it is I'm willing to spend, kind of get an idea what it is I want, and then they kind of make it fit for me, right? So I kind of check that every single day, the investment vehicles that I have, okay? So that's another stream of income. And then I got public speaking and modeling, which I rarely do. I don't get that many gigs. I don't promote myself as that too much, but I do public speaking and freelance modeling. Influencers, this mostly happens on Facebook, right? Or sometimes Instagram, where I'll have somebody that might want to use me like a hair model, or somebody that asks me like, Fabio, can I use your picture, or can I use this particular picture of you with your hair and put it on my flyer, and I would charge them for that, right? So I have that, or somebody I have a product that they want me to use, because you guys know I got long hair, so that'll sell. So maybe if they're trying to get more male clients, for an example, and I say I use this product, and I take a picture with this product and say I use this product, whether I use it or I didn't use it, I'll charge them to say that I use this product, right? Most times I don't, because I don't put everything in my hair, guys, but I would charge them to say I use this product when I didn't use the product. But they're not necessarily looking at the product. They looking at, how long my hair is, and they want to go out and, I guess, get their hair that long. So they buy that product with the notion of them thinking like, oh, I want to get my hair that long. So hopefully that makes sense. But I get a lot of offers like that on Facebook, sometimes Instagram, where they just inbox me, right? So that's another avenue. Freelance. I do freelance public relation work. I am on Fiverr. That's why I speak highly of Fiverr. I do freelance work on Fiverr in terms of helping people get press, helping people get media attention, writing press release, different ways you can attack and get into the media. Okay. So that's another avenue. I don't always log in and promote that as much either, but I do get revenue, that come through that stream. Okay. And lastly, the last thing that I was presenting with you guys was a opportunity to do private label for a hair product on YouTube. Somebody see me on YouTube and they send me an email asking me about private label, a private label gig where, I have my own label. I promote this product. It's already made up and manufactured. I just put my own label, put my own name to it, and I promote it. And I get a lot of hair contacts all the time through like YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, that type of thing. just because curly hair product, or to grow your hair long, that type of thing. So I get approached that way all the time. So I wanted to kind of give you guys like a overview of different things that I do just outside of cleaning that you don't necessarily hear me talk about a lot. Okay, you don't hear me talking a great deal about some of these other things that I do, but I do do other things, right? Because I do believe in multiple streams of income. Okay, and I do suggest that you guys do the same thing. Once you get one business going and you're making a substantial amount of money, you don't want to try to do everything all at one time. I was just talking to my nephew. I don't know if you guys remember this video I did some time ago. I think it was maybe a couple summers ago. Yeah, it was been about a couple summers ago, where my nephew was going off to college. He was just graduating from high school. He bought a lawnmower from the resale, what was it? Yeah, like a resale shop. He bought this lawnmower. And before he went off to college, hey, what's up, Miguel? Before he went off to college, he made a substantial amount of money. He still went to college, but he made a substantial amount of money before he even went. He bought a car. He didn't even have a vehicle at the time. He bought a car and actually drove himself down and took his lawnmower with him. It was crazy. He broke it down, put it in the trunk, took the lawnmower with him. Well, it's safe to say he still has this lawn care business. Like, he's then grew it even more. So that's why I tell people, like, whatever your passion is, guys. And he did that on a humbug. He was just a high school graduate that was just trying to make some extra money, trying to do something right, legitimate, to make some extra money, uh, as he get prepared or get ready and get prepared for college. So again, that worked for him, and he's still cranking it out in his area where he go to college at, right? So again, guys, like I say, I think that you guys, um, if it's cleaning, if it's I don't know, a security company, if it's lawn care, whatever service, or um, Shopify store, whatever it is you guys want to do, you got to stay in the game long enough to win. Okay, you got to stay in the game long. Persistence is the key. I'm trying to tell you, you gotta persist, man. Um, a lot of people don't make it because obviously they give up way too fast. They give up way too fast. Nothing happens overnight. I swear. I wish it happened overnight for me. It didn't. But I stay in the game long enough. I spend a lot of long hours looking at other opportunities. I don't necessarily go after them or invest in them right away, but I will look at other opportunities, because people ask me all the time, Fabio, what do you want to do with the cleaner business? Are you going to sell it eventually? Are you going to grow it, you know, long, and pass it down, to family members? What are you going to do with it? And that's something that I battle with all the time, right? Because my cleaner business is profitable. It makes the most money out of all my ventures, right? But I'm up in the air with it because I like to do so many different things, right? I don't like to be stagnant. I don't like to be uh, 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 towed down with just one little thing, right? I like to kind of move around, especially with uh, my investment uh, vehicles that I'm in. That's what makes me kind of, I guess, pop my collar more. That's what makes me feel a little bit more comfortable, because my money is making money for me, right? But it's doing it over the long haul, right? There's no overnight process. I'm not going to get on the camera and act like, okay, he's making all of this money overnight. It doesn't work that way. But as I check and I still see the gains, it goes up and down, not necessarily stocks, but it goes up and down investments, right? But I got some of the best investment managers out. At least I feel that way, right? They haven't deceived me. They keep me abreast of what's going on. So yeah, let me see if you guys have any questions here. Somebody asked me how to pitch a commercial client. When you ask me how to pitch a commercial client, are you talking about over the phone? Are you talking about like an email? Are you talking about in person? Be specific for me. And to be honest, it's really, really simple, guys. I mean, I done covered that 1,000,001 times, how I go about to get clients. And the thing is, man, I think, again, you guys hear me talk about this. I would suggest that you guys get the Jordan Belfort book, The Way of the Wolf. Is that it? I think that's the name of it. The Way of the Wolf. Let me see. Let me make sure I'm right. One second, guys. Jordan Belfort books. Yeah, I'm right. The Way of the Wolf. Now, I would suggest you guys, I would prefer you get the straight line system, okay? But the straight line system is really, really pricey. I have that and I follow it to a T and it works. But a more condensed version of that is the Way of the Wolf book. I would suggest that you guys get that. Get that book. It helps you with like tonality, how to kind of feel people out. If you can afford the straight line system, just look up Jordan Belfort and type in straight line persuasion system. Okay. Jordan Belfort straight line persuasion system. I also own the Jordan Belfort script, the actual script that his company, Stratton Oakmount, used. Now, I don't use it because it doesn't pertain to the cleaning business, or um, it's nothing that I can really model, but I have a way to take some information, kind of figure something out, and make it work for me. So I do feel like that script kind of worked for me with my cold calling, okay? But again, that script is more catered towards stocks, right? So it doesn't necessarily help me with commercial cleaning contracts. But I'm a big fan of the Jordan Belfort brand. I do feel like if you guys can get the straight line system, get the straight line system. It's broken down into about nine or 10 modules. Um, but if you can't get it, get that book, The Way of the Wolf. Okay, go Amazon, Barnes and Nobles, wherever you can get it from. Get the book and read it from cover to cover. Okay. Um, to answer this guy's question, or this young lady's question about getting contracts, it's really, really simple. The approach that I go by: if I'm walking in, I acknowledge who the decision. I acknowledge the receptionist. I try to figure out who the decision maker is, and I just keep it simple. I walk in, you know, welcome to ABC Dental. I would say, hi, my name is Fabio Hart with Hollywood Janitorial. Who would I speak to in regards to commercial cleaning? That's it. That's it. And so many of my subscribers say they use that same formula and it works, right? It's just simple. Like it's just an introduction. A lot of people think that they selling when they go in. You're not selling. You're just introducing yourself to do a walkthrough. That's it. So once you figure out who you would speak to, once you figure out who you would speak to do the walkthrough, once you figure that out, you go ahead, same thing, reintroduce yourself to that person, and then at that point you proceed on getting them to allow you to do the walkthrough so you can put your numbers in. And it's just that simple, guys. There's no like nothing rocket science to it. Me, I feel like I got a little flair because when I go in, like again, Jordan Belfort, tonality, body posture, I'm smiling, I make them feel easy. I just have a way with people. Some people I guess they call it charisma, right? So I guess I have that. But um if you're not charismatic or you don't have charisma, that don't mean this isn't a business for you, right? You can learn that behavior, right? But it's going to come with practice. It's going to come with going door to door on a regular basis, guys. Okay, so you got to be able to go door to door. Same thing with the phones. Man, in the very, very beginning, you heard my story. I used to get hung up on so much that I couldn't take it, right? So I'm like, fuck, man, they keep hanging up on me, right? Or no one is giving me a chance. I told you, after I went door to door and I returned back to the phones, I started winning. And I think it had a lot to do with my confidence level. I think when I first called, I didn't have a script. right? So I was winging it. So I was frustrated maybe because I was winging it. I didn't have like a set script to go by, and they were just telling me no. And maybe they can hear the tonality in my voice that like, okay, he's a little shaky, he's a little nervous, right? Maybe he doesn't know his business like he should know it. Maybe this is what they were thinking. Same thing when I was going door to door. I used to walk down the street, man, slow as hell, like to the next building, and I'll get to the door, and you know how you just hold the handle of the door. I just hold the handle of the door before I pull it open. Walk in, I'm observing everything, and they're like, "Hi, how are you?" And I'm like, "Hi, I'm Fabio. Who would I speak to?" I'm nervous as hell, right? But again, I kept going door to door. I kept going door to door, and the introductory that I give you is nothing somebody told me, guys. It's just something that came natural. It's just something that I thought that I should say to get an introduction to the decision maker, right? So I didn't read that in no book or anything. Now, I would say that, but I was still, you can kind of feel like in the beginning I was unsure of myself. But now I have a way to do it, right? When I go in, I feel like I command respect, right? Like I have I guess charismatic as they like to say, right? I have charisma with it. So when I walk in, I'm pretty sure I know what I'm looking for. I know why I'm there. I'm there to do a walkthrough. At least that's my intent. That's what I want to do. I want to do a walkthrough. I have all the cleaning supplies. Real talk. I have all the cleaning supplies and cleaning various apps now. I see I need to get my own money because I'm living out of my vehicle and strapped for cash. Feel real terrible. You know what? I was talking to a guy. I was talking to a guy that was in that same situation, but and it was crazy because he had a dog. He had like a soccer mom van, and he was like mad homeless. And I don't know how he did it, but at the time he got into my lead generation at the time, and it turned around. I haven't spoken to that guy in a long time, but I tell people, man, when you down and you out, you seem to come up with the most amazing ways to get out of situations. When your back is totally against the wall, like when you have nobody to count on but yourself, right? Like I tell my friends this all the time. I got friends. I got what I call my good friends and my bad friends. My good friends are generally my business associates, right? We call each other, they married with kids, that type of thing. Hey, Fabio, you want to go to lunch? Hey, let's talk about this. Hey, have you heard about that? And then I got what I call my bad friends. Those are the ones they have no aspirations. They just want to smoke all day, be on what's the thing? Fortnite, play video games. What's that? 2K. I don't know. I got video games, but I don't play them, right? So they be on the video games and all of that. So I kind of go over there more or less for entertainment, right? I never let them hang with me because their mental isn't where mine is, right? Their mental is somewhere else. So I go to where they are, right? Congregate with them, talk shit with them, right? And I leave them right there because again, I try to motivate them to do something different. I say, man, you know what? If you're this good at the video game, you could turn this into a business, right? You can show people how to beat the game, or you can start a YouTube channel talking about it, or you can write a little ebook on the subject matter, right? How to beat the game, or how to, finesse the whatever, right? How to get through this, because they play the games faithfully, right? At least that's how I'm wired. I don't know if it's a market for that or not, but I think they wouldn't have a better judgment, assessment if it's a market out there for people that might want to learn how to play this game or beat this game or finesse the game or whatever the case is, right? So again, man, the most I could tell you, number one, stay prayed up. Number two, take action every single day. Take action. Because when you don't, when you pity yourself and you got like your head between your legs, so to speak, you find yourself not doing nothing. You find yourself not doing nothing at all. So the best way when you're homeless or your back is against the wall is just to start putting one foot in front of another. Another thing, every area has this, like libraries or areas have places that you can go that'll help you for people that want to start a business. Like in Michigan, it's called Michigan Works. Like you can go there for business, you can go there for jobs, you can go there to get help putting a resume together. So that's what it's called in Michigan. Michigan Works, right? But every area, I'm sure, have of like a SBA, Small Business Administration Center, or some type of center where you can go. They give you free information. You can meet. They can probably turn you on to potential clients and contacts. They can say, hey, well, we don't handle this here. You might want to go to this building over here. They can talk to you about this and how to get a loan and how to do this, right? So again, you got to try something. You got to try something. But if you're not making it go every single day, especially if, let me see, I think he said he have his material and stuff, right? He said, yeah, I have it. I didn't get anything. My clients various apps, got apps. Now see, I need to get my own money. Yeah, you just gotta, like I say, you go door to door. Go door to door. As long as your business registered, you're ready to go. You're able to cash the checks. Go door to door, right? Or even if you, like, I've heard of people that started the business and they didn't even have their business name registered. Now I don't suggest people go that way, but when you're under pressure, you never know what you got to do first, right? I mean, you got to try something, right? If you don't have the business registered, you don't have an EIN, you don't have nothing, that might be part of your story. You might say, you know what? I was watching this guy, Fabio, on Facebook, man, I was down and out. I couldn't even afford to get a DBA or LLC or whatever. I couldn't even afford to put $50 in a bank account to open a business checking. And he said something that struck me, and I just went door to door, and I got my first client, and it was $500. This is just hypothetically, right? So you work it, you take the $500. I mean, you know what I'm saying? You do the best you can do. You take the check, and then you open the account with that. You just started with that, right? They might hold the check for 3 days, a week, I don't know, right? But at least you have the bank account started. You know, it'll be a start. So it'll be a start, but you got to start somewhere. But you got to start somewhere. I would suggest you use low to no cost marketing methods, right? You can use the power of like Facebook, you know, to get the words out. For an example, my apartment finders. So for an example, my apartment finder service, right? I will put a post up on my page, right? Saying if you're looking for an apartment, or however the ad read, however I post it, right? And I would share it with friends. You know how you tag friends in it? So when you tag friends in it, their friends see it. So now I got all of these inquiries coming in, and then I'll have those friends, people that I know that really rock with me, right? That's always on my page, that's always liking my pictures. I would say, hey, sweetie, can you do me a favor and share that post? Share it with at least 20 people. And then they'll share it with 20 people. Now, it already got my contact information in there. It already read the way I need it to read. All I need them to do is share it, right? So that's an approach that you can do. You know, for if you're looking for residential clients, you can write a post on your wall, right, on your status, put up some pictures, before and after pictures, or a video before and after. And you know, you got relatives, friends, or whoever. This is just something that, again, I'm into low to no cost marketing, right? And even though I use Facebook ads or the sponsor ads for the residential side of things, I'm sorry, I had a brain freeze. Even though I use it for the residential side of things, for my apartment finding service, and this is something that I need to tell you guys. Okay, so, and it's like a win-win with this. I'm really, really proud of this. So I have many apartment complexes, right? And many property managements, right? We do the clean outs and this and this and that. It's a sweet deal when I can do their clean outs and then have people on a customer profile report for my apartment finding, cleaning, you know, the apartment finding service or townhouse or house finding service, right? And I could bring people to them. Now I'm already contracted to clean their houses or clean their apartment complex or clean the condos or the townhouses, right? So we get it clean, and I still make money bringing people to them, right? So they're inclined to give me more properties to clean. So I meant to say that on another video before, but again, that's a win-win situation, right? So we're under contract with maybe some property management companies, right? Or some landlords where we clean their properties, right? Well, when we clean out the properties and we get them spruced up, we get them ready, they do what they need to do, they still need a tenant. So I let them know, give them a card, I let them know about my finder service, right? Well, maybe I can help you find a good tenant. Again, we put them on a customer profile report. All that report does is the name, the telephone number, address, you know, what's the minimum they looking to spend, what's the maximum they looking to spend, when they're looking to move, you know, their social security number, got to run their credit and do different things like that, right? So I get them on a customer profile report. We run it, submit it into them. If they get approved, now I don't want two ways, right? Not only I cleaned their facility, but I brought them a renter, right? Somebody that'll rent the property or rent an apartment from them or rent the condo from them, right? Again, you got to be thinking. I barter a lot, guys. I barter a lot. Like, so it's restaurants where I frequent, right? I eat frequent at, and I host like little, I would call it like little tea parties, right? Little gatherings with me and my business friends. And it'll be in sections that they would normally rent out. But they don't rent it out to me because they know that I'm going to bring a crowd that's ultimately going to order off the menu, right? So instead of charging me like booth rent or whatever the case is, like for this space within the restaurant, they don't, right? But I'm always frequently eating there, and they know that Fabio Hart is going to bring a crowd, right? So it's like a barter deal. It's like, okay, I'm not going to charge you because I know if we let you host this party here or this gathering here, I know you're going to bring many people that's already going to order off our menu. So we're going to make it up that way. Okay. Again, guys, it's all the way you look at business. I'm everywhere all the time in my area. I go to the county meetings. I go to, I meet the bus drivers. I know, the cops, in my area. Like, I mean, you don't know who you meet. Like I meet business owners, right? Like, again, that's why I tell you guys to go to the city hall meetings. Go to the city hall meetings, go to where the important people are and where they congregate, right? And especially if it's free, city hall meetings are usually free, right? You don't have to pay for that. It's open to the community, right? You never know who might show up at those meetings. That you just because a lady don't look, like she having the money to do anything, don't mean she don't know anybody that have money to do something. And when you guys learn that and figure that out, then you'll be on a whole different wavelength, guys. So I'm trying to give you guys a different perspective to look at things. And a lot of this stuff I kind of talk about in my coaching. And like I say, it's a lot of stuff that I could talk about that I only say for the coaching. I don't talk about on YouTube. But like I say, barter, right? Barter. But again, you have to be able to persuade. You have to be able to sell your side. You can't barter if you can't sell your side. They have to be able to see your vision. They have to know, like, okay, if I let him do this or if I let her do that, then I know that they're going to bring this crowd to our area, to our hotel, or whatever the case, right? You have to be able to persuade that. Everything we do in life is selling. Everything we do in life is selling. If you're a guy and you like this girl, you got to approach the girl. You got to sell yourself to her. You got to get her to say, yes, I'll go out on a date with you. Same thing with the female. Female, you approach a guy or whatever the case is, you like him, you got to get him to say, okay, yes, I'll at least go out on a date with you. I'll see how it turns out. Same thing when you put an application in, for a job, or when you're trying to, get a raise. You got to sell yourself. You got to convince your boss why he or she should give you a raise. right? You have to be able to sell your side. So again, everything we do, your kids sell you all the time. You know, they say to you all the time, Mama, if I do this, can I have that? Right? And but they do it effortlessly. I can't say it. You guys know what I'm saying. But it just comes natural to kids, right? Dad, can I go to the ball game? If I do this, can you pay so I can go to the ball game? So they do that, and then you pay so they can go to the ball game. You understand? So again, guys, we're always selling. So I whether you like to sell or you don't like to sell, you might as well get used to it in some way, fashion, or form, because you're going to do it. So you might as well get used to it and somehow make it comfortable for you, right? No one, everybody like to buy. No one like to be sold to. Okay. So again, guys, like I say, man, with all my ventures here, I talked about the cleaning business, the music manager. I just put music manager down here. I'm not really a manager, but like my cousins and some of his affiliates and people that know him, they all rap, right? So they got people that handle their YouTube videos and they rap stuff online, right? They get the buzz online going. But they're trying to get booked into venues. I'm not a regular strip club visitor, but I don't have a problem with going to the strip club and trying to negotiate so they can get in the strip club and get their music heard in the strip club, or go to the bar and get their music heard in the bar, or go to the club and get their music heard in the club, right? As long as the money is right, it is talking right, because I got to get something from it. So obviously, yeah, I'm gonna try to sell them and try to make sure that they get in. And a lot of times, again, I build relationships. So a lot of times I get things to go my way, right? Same thing with the apartment finder. I told you guys how I utilize that. I post an ad on Facebook, or just a post. I don't want to really necessarily call it an ad. I post a post on Facebook, show a picture of the property, what the rooms look like, etc., how many rooms it is. I put it in the groups. I have my number in there, everything, right? So then I post it on my page. My friend's going to see it. They get to like in the post, or they might inbox me, hey, Fabi, where's the house, exactly located, or, do they accept Section 8, or, hey, Fabi, can you, right? So I get them to share it. I get them, people that, always inbox you or always like your posts on Facebook, I get them to share it. And if they like, trust, and rock with you, they'll gladly share your post. So they'll share your post with some of their friends who don't even know you. Next thing you know, you got their friends inboxing you about this house that you're renting, or about this apartment complex that you're trying to get rented, right? So again, guys, this is just, and you can use this for picking up new residential cleaning contracts, right? You got to be creative. Like I say, I like to use low to no cost marketing. That's why I'm a big, a big advocate of doing door-to-door cold calling. Yes, it's not easy. Neither one of them, they're not the most easiest things to do, right? But they got to be done, especially when you don't have money. Like if you got money, then you can do Google AdSense or Google ads, right? You can do Facebook ads and Instagram ads. If that's the way you're going to go, you can, invest money into it more. But when money is a factor and you got time, then you gotta utilize your time, which may cause you to have to pick up the phones, make calls, or go door to door. Okay. So again, that's the inner working of the way it worked with me. I talked about the YouTube, basically my coaching or whatever. I don't make a lot of money with doing the coaching or coaching you guys. I'll say by the end of this year, it's like 15 to 20K in revenue. And that's just straight from coaching. I don't have nothing to do with cleaning or nothing else, right? Again, so you can have these different vehicles, but you have to have one successful vehicle before you get to starting other vehicles, right? Because you want to be able to manage this. Okay. I do got tax advantages too, because my business is set up right. Okay. My parent company, or they call it a holding company for those that don't know, my parent company is Fabio Hart International, and then you got subsidiary companies under that. So that's the cleaning business, that's the finder service, that's the whatever. Uh, when I had the $5 ride, when I had Direct Auto Network. So those are subsidiary companies or entities under the umbrella, right? The parent company, not Hollywood, the parent company is Fabio Hart International, right? So there's a lot of tax benefits from that. A lot of people don't know that they can put their vehicles in their name, right? You can get business credit. A lot of people don't know you can put like your phone in your name, right? That's what a lot of entrepreneurs do. They leverage that. Okay, that's like a whole nother video outside of this. But again, I learned this stuff, right? And I'm steady learning. Again, I invest in no, it's a LLC, the holding. So again, yeah. So but you can have it as a S corp, C corp. Your holding company could be whatever you want it to be, but it is advantages. So it's a DBA. Yup, yup. Your holding company can be whatever you want it to be. It don't have to be a LLC or whatever the case is. Hey Dion, how are you? Ricardo, what's up? How are you? Yep. So it can be whatever you guys want. Okay, but it's a lot of tax advantages. Good, good. That's good. There's a lot of tax advantages to it, guys. Again, that's why I try to tell you guys, do research on your local taxes in your area, right? Because every area is different. So try to learn taxes a little bit. Try to get a book on taxes, or try to do some research on taxes. Your state tax law, or whatever the case is, right? Excuse me. If you're not familiar with it and you got questions, don't be afraid to pick up the phone and call the IRS. Just ask them, right? Play around on the IRS.gov website, right? They got all the forms there. They talk a lot about stuff. They give you a lot of information where you don't even necessarily got to call them. All you got to do is just spend some time on the website. Okay. Um, Accountants and getting professional help. I generally tell people, try to find somebody that's going to school for it, right? And utilize that. Like, go up to the colleges. So if you got a college in your area that just it's a division that handle law, then try to meet with one of the law students. Try to meet with one of the law students, or try to talk to the professor. The professor might be a lawyer, right? Again, this is ways to think outside of the box, guys, when money is a factor. Because if you don't have a money to stuff, have a lot of stuff to write off. Oh, you got a lot of stuff to write off? Yeah, write-offs is a beautiful thing. That's why I don't necessarily care about, sometimes I get carried away, because certain things that I think I could write off, when I turn it in and go to my accountant and be like, no, you can't write that off. You're not going to get credit for it. And I'm looking like, damn. Right? But I keep receipts anyway. I mean, if I could get credit for it, I get credit for it. If it's not something that I can write off, I just can't write it off. But your accountant would know that. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I say, guys, you got to get to making money. You want to have people, like, you want to have a good banker. You have a good banker, you sit where you can call your banker on his mobile, or shoot him a text or her a text. A publicist, that's a publicist. Not too, it's important, but it ain't something that you got to have to start off. But it's nice to have a publicist. It's nice to have a publicist. A lawyer, an accountant. I like to say a mentor. I swear to God, I'm not saying that just to say that, guys. A lot of the stuff that I learned about investing came from my mentors. And I just got them just straight for commercial cleaning, because when I met them, like I said, I met them in a networking arena, right? I was networking, like a BNI type of meeting. That's how I met my mentors. And they was telling me what the fees was monthly, and I'm like, fuck, you dig? I'm like, damn. But I'm like, okay, well, I can afford to pay it. I don't really want to pay it, but I can afford to pay it. And if they can tell me something to help me out, to tell me something that I can make more money, then it will be worth what I'm paying them on a monthly basis. Now my relationship with them is through the roof. I just got a card the other day for Christmas. They want me to come out to the mansion for Christmas dinner. I got a Christmas party coming out, and I try to make it to those things. This time of the year, you're gonna get stuff like that. Your clients like you. They might ask you, hey, you want to come to the office? They got a Christmas thing. Then they're gonna have other business associates there, other people that, maybe do their hair, they beautician or their barber, their lawyers or whoever, right? They're gonna have other professional people there, and you can hobnob with them. So that's why I try not to turn down those type of venues. I try not to go to those type of. I try not to turn those things down. That's what I meant to say, right? Because I never know who I'm gonna meet. I always make sure I have some business cards. For me, it's about business. I don't know what happened, guys. Just added me on Instagram. Okay. Yeah, my live just cut off. Maybe I was talking that, so they starting to hate on it. Yay, pressure. But no, guys, like I say, you want to make sure that you go to those type of events, those type of venues. You know what I'm saying? Like when you get invited, just try to make it your duty to get there. However, you got to get there, because again, you never know who you're gonna meet when you go, right? So like I say, I received like a Christmas card for the dinner, the Christmas party, from one of my mentors, and I'm damn sure gonna be there, because they know people that I don't know. They know other people that got more money, right? So again, my company might be cleaning one of their places, or they might be real estate agents or property management companies, or whatever the case is. So we might get them under contract two different ways, bringing them clients through my finder service and cleaning their facilities, cleaning their buildings, cleaning their homes, cleaning their apartment complexes, right? Again, so you guys gotta think. That's why I tell you, go to the city hall meetings, donate some time. A lot of you guys say, oh, hey, what you doing? Shit, man, I'm not really doing nothing. I ain't really, man, it's just so hard for me to go door to door. Well, just go and donate the time. Go to the soup kitchen. Another thing, guys, if you uh I'm available for booking too, guys, for public speaking. So if you got colleges, schools, prisons, whatever in your area, people that you know that might need somebody for motivational speaking, public speaking, give them my info. Give them the book Fabio Hart email, bookfabiohart@gmail.com. That's what we use for that. I only use that for the media, dealing with the media, or for booking for speaking engagement type of deals or gigs. Okay, so again, I don't care if you're in Michigan, you're local to me, or whatever the case is, a school, or a business. Again, just give them my email, right? Or you email me their information, and I have my people contact them, and we can, speak to the schools, or speak to the high schools, or the colleges, or maybe a prison, whatever the case is. Okay, so I am available for that. Just to let you guys know. But like I said, guys, 2020 is quickly coming around. A lot of you guys waste a lot of time in 2019, and it really saddened me, because a lot of people I spoke to, and it pretty much disappointed me, because the summer then came and gone, and a lot of you guys didn't maximize that. So, and I talked to a lot of people that say, Fabio, and I said that if you watch some of my old videos, I said this time of the year is going to come around, Christmas time. If you watch my summer videos, you'll see where I said that. You guys going to let this shit pass by. Spring, summer is going to pass by, and it's going to come Christmas time. And a lot of people, that's that pressure right there. People can't afford to do certain things for the children, and I got emails like that. I never say no names, but I got emails like that. damn, Fabio, what can I do, man? You know, a lot of people I done talk to say, hey, I'm waiting on tax money. You're a business owner. You shouldn't have to wait on tax money to come, guys. Come on. What are you doing throughout the course of the year? You got to be saving money. You got to be saving money, guys. You got to be saving money. I tell people all the time, they ask me, Fabio, can I borrow $40? I say, why you always ask me? I say, don't even answer that. I know why you ask me. You ask me because you know I have it. If you didn't think I had it, you wouldn't ask me. Why do they come to you? Why, when people need you, why do they come to you? Because they know you can complete the task. They know you got the means to give them the loan. They know you have the money. They know you got a lawnmower that they could borrow, a snowblower that they could borrow. They know that you have certain, why they don't go to the other people that they talk to about you? Because that's what happens a lot of times. People talk to other people. I don't really fuck with Fabio like that. I don't really, right? But when it's time to get that bag or it's time to get a loan from you, they fuck with you. Excuse my French, but that's how it is. Right? So again, you guys have to put yourself in position. It shouldn't be a point where it's coming down to you waiting on tax money. Because that just let me know that you fucked off through the course of the year. You didn't save money like you were supposed to. You didn't invest money back into your business. If you would have invest money back into your business and you stay headstrong behind it, you would have gotten a return on that. You wouldn't have got it. You would have got a return on that. Okay. So I'm not saying, even if you got a residual of $5,000 coming in, that's better than no dollars coming in. Or that's better than saying, hey, look, I got to wait till the end of the year to get my tax return. And I'm not trying to offend anybody or I'm not trying to slam anybody. I'm just trying to get you guys to you got to start thinking like entrepreneurs or you're not going to get out that rat race. You're not going to get out that rat race. You got to start thinking like entrepreneurs. Okay? You can't get a one lump sum, come in and you say, yeah, I'm doing $7,000 a monthly billing, man. I'm up 10 racks a monthly billing. That's not your money. It's not your money. But because you not used to or accustomed to seeing those type of checks come through, so you get $10,000 come in, you take 5 and you go blow it and you buy something frivolously. You need to go watch my first $5,000 check video and see what happened. You're gonna be in that same boat, and it's so hard to get out of because it's not your money. You still got to cut the IRS in. You still got payroll. You still got miscellaneous things to pay for, and then you, if any, you got a small profit. If any, you got a small profit. That's why I tell people now, you can take $100 and invest it, right? I mean, I'm not going to try to tell you what direction to invest money in, right? But you can take $100. So if you got a cleaning business and all you can afford to invest out of each, check is $100, invest $100. But do research. I tell my niece all the time, my niece just got started. She does this, what's she do? My niece, she does this, what the hell, the bundles, right? So she just started a Shopify store, right? She was watching a YouTube video. She sent me the link of the guy video. She asked me to watch them. When you're in business, that's what they do. They come to you. They send you the link. I watched it. I said, okay, it sounds like the guy knows what he's talking about. I don't know Shopify like that, but it sounds like he got a pretty good grab on it, right? I did some research about Shopify and stuff like that. So she sells the bundles. So I see her. She's steady posting. But because she's my niece, I share it, right? So maybe somebody is going to inbox her. They want to get some bundles. So she got this little app. I don't know what app she used or whatever on her iPhone. But she got the little, the website, and they got the bundles for $150, and this. I say, look at my little niece, right? Because at first she was procrastinating. She was talking about, I'm about to sell some hair. I'm about to sell some hair. So I know some girls that sell hair, So I told her to watch those girls, on YouTube. And then I know a girl locally that sell hair that opened up a shop. The girl is only 26. She opened up a shop. She actually do wigs and half wigs and 360 frontals and all of this type of thing, right? So then she moved into the lash business. She sell lashes now, that type of thing. 26 years old. So I told my niece, I say, well, contact Car, which is her name. I say, contact Car. Gave her number. And I say, watch this girl on YouTube. Because they systematically show you, how they get their bundles and how they do it and all of that. So again, now my little niece is doing the little bundle thing, right? I told her you got to have a passion for it, niece. I say, don't do it just because you just like hair. I mean, just do it because you're willing to, wait it out. You're willing to give it some time so the revenue could come in. It's not gonna happen overnight, you know. So again, and that's the same thing I tell you guys with the cleaning business, or like the young lady that inboxed me that prompted me to even do this video. That's why I kind of broke it down and let you guys know everything that I do. She want to do coaching. September I had to go to 5 contracts by the end of the year. I've closed 2 so far, 2,700 on online email system. Best investment so far. My point exactly. And Leon, I remember him. He been winning for a minute now. He had some ups and downs. I remember him on the comments, but he been winning for a minute now. Again, guys, you got to take a risk. You got to take a risk. The only person that can ever stop you from starting up your own dreams and making it to the top is you. I get so many people. They call me, Fabio. I want to do the coaching. I'm gonna do the coaching. I don't pester them or anything, right? I say, cool. I'm gonna do it Friday. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it tomorrow. Cool. And then the next call I get from them, or the email I get from them, can you have Fabio call me ASAP? I call them, and then the next thing I know, they in a world of trouble. They're in a world of trouble. Like, what happened that quick on them over a week or 2 weeks, man? Right? So again, you guys got to keep your head on a swivel. You got to stay focused. Like I told the young lady with the coaching, she said, Fabio, how are you able to get? I said, you got to build your brand. I said, you got to give out a lot of valuable information so your audience will begin to trust you, right? You can't just give out any information. You got to give out valuable information, right? Give it out for free so your audience can get to trust you, like you, and then you'll be able to start soliciting for like coaching and selling products and different things like that. Okay, so it's the same thing for you guys. If you're trying to do a coaching, or you're trying to promote an ebook, you want to write on your business, your perspective on how to do whatever you do, the same thing, guys. You got to give out some valuable information because people don't know who you are. So you have to give out some valuable information. Therefore, when you go to charge for something, by this, people begin to like and trust you. So now they don't have a problem with signing up on your coaching or signing up for your podcast or whatever the case is, right? Your ebooks and this and that, right? So that's what I told her. I say you gotta put an enormous amount of value out there in the marketplace, whether you're doing YouTube videos, whether you're doing blogging, right? Whatever it is, you got to put the information out there, and then you're going to build a base, a support base, the people that like you, that know you, that's aware of who you are. You build that base, and then they'll start buying from you. They're going to come to you at that point, just like with the coaching. People, they come to me, they email me, they already know the value that I impute out here in the marketplace, so they are already ready to buy, right, when they come to me. Okay, so again, and the same thing, like I was talking to a girl, she wanted to model, like she on my Facebook, this was some time ago, she wanted to model. I helped her put together, I think I told this story. I helped her put together a subscription site. So I did some research on Netflix a long time ago. So I say, look, you need to put out some value. You need to put out some value. But then for the subscription, for them to pay their $9.99 or whatever you want them to pay a month, you gotta have an enormous amount of value out there. They gotta want to be able to see what's behind that $9.99. Whatever you do, in the back office part of your site or your webcast or whatever it is, right? So if you twerk, let's say for an example, you charge, and I know this off site, I'm not trying to give no ideas, but if you twerk and you do it with skimpy outfits on, then you got to give them something up front to make them want to pay that $9.99 on a monthly basis, almost like a retainer on a monthly basis, so they can continue to watch your twerk video or whatever it is you do. Okay, so again, that's just how it is. She set it up. I haven't heard from her. I showed her how to get, accept credit cards and all of that stuff. And after that, she got the website set up and everything. And I haven't really heard too much from her. That's been a minute. But again, whatever it is you want to do, it's going to take some time or it's going to take some money. And if you don't have the money, you must have the time. If you don't have the money, you must have the time. If you don't have the time, you got to have some money, because you got to pay somebody to do what you don't have time to do. Okay? Now, it's very rare that people got both, some money and some time, especially just starting out. Most people got to use sweat equity. But if you are heirs to a family or something, you got some money, you can throw money at a lot of different things and get shit to go your way. Okay? But again, if you don't have the money, you must have the time. So many of you guys don't have the money, but you still sit at home. Again, I'm not trying to insult nobody. Because I'm not talking to anybody specific, but you know who you are. You know who you are. I really want you guys to win, but I can't want it more than you do. I cannot want it more than you do. Okay? There's not too many Fabio Hearts to sit on here for an hour and 10 minutes and talk to you guys and try to motivate you guys and give you guys so much valuable information. When I have losses or things that failed me, I report it to you guys. Hey guys, I did this, it failed, or I lost this contract, and here's how I bounced back. My last video I did about losing a contract, you guys didn't see me crying. I say, what I say? Every time I lose one, I bounce back with how many? There you go, 2. Every time I lose one, I got to bounce back with 2. I'm pressure, I'm trying to, cut up out here. I'm trying, big general, So, but that's how I operate. I don't have time for it to feel sorry for myself and all of this and this and that, right? I don't have time for that. So again, if I know I want to be successful, I know what needs to be done, I know what I need to do, I have to execute. I have to execute. And I'm not too prideful to ask somebody for help. I'm not too prideful to call on my mentors and say, hey, man, I got a quick question. This, I don't know. I call on my mentors sometimes. I pay them. I shoot them a text. Bam, you need to do this, or here, I'm going to text you this number. Talk to this person. You're going to ask for whoever. They really quick. They don't waste no time. But I get the answers that I need to get. But most of the time, I'm a research type of guy, right? So if I don't have the answers, a lot of times I research something, right? Like me, I don't know the internet like that, right? But I got a guy that's good at this SEO stuff. He's doing whatever he's doing, we getting some traction from this Google, what is it? The Google ads. He's doing something with the Google ads and the phones is ringing. You understand? Now I watch him, but I still don't understand. That's not my thing. But whatever he's doing is working because the phones are at least ringing. So that gives me the opportunity to go out and present myself, right? To do a walkthrough, right? To pick them up as a potential contract. So again, guys, like I say, if you guys, that book, I would suggest you guys get that Wolf, the Way of the Wolf book. Read it from cover to cover. I think it has a lot of great valuable information in it. And I'm only telling you to get that because I know the vast majority of you don't have, damn near $2,500 for the actual course, right? It's a course. I actually have the course. And I refer back to it like once a quarter, 4 quarters in a year. So about 4 times a year, I dive right back into it. Okay. But that book is just a more watered down version, but it gives you a synopsis as to what to do. I'm a big fan of that course and that book. I have the book too. Okay. And it's just a straight line system. You got to look at every cell the same. It's a straight line system. Teach you with tonality and just you just got to read it, guys. I'm sure you'll like it. You got to read it. Right? So you guys have any questions though? Let me go ahead and answer your questions. I don't know when I'll be back on live. I was out in Ohio this past week. I was out for a few days. My one of my coaching people stay out in Ohio. I went out there. I like to say that things turned out, but I can't confirm nothing right now. I can't say, oh, he got this contract, right? I want to say that I'm pretty confident that he's going to get some callbacks because of the type of vibes that I was getting. But I went out there and, showed him how I do it out here, that type of thing. I love hearing you speak. Thanks, Valerie. Learned so much. Hopefully this isn't unsuitable to ask. You want to ask me appropriate personal questions? Go to my most people just email it. But I had to let them know, like, I'm not the only one to check the email. But I just set up my Instagram. I have another Instagram. The other one is not friendly, is not business friendly. So I have the one Clean Up the Cash. So you can DM me there on Instagram. Some people have inboxed me on Facebook, but again, I got 5,000 people, so I'm set up a like page, so that way I can, whoever want to just like it can be a part of that community. But I got 2 Facebook accounts, and both of them have 5,000 friends, and I have a long list of people that's waiting to get on there. So I've actually had some people inbox me there, but I have Jasmine check my inbox, so I will tell some of my subscribers, which some of them have, be careful what you inbox me, what you send me, because I'm not the only one to see it. But yeah, I see it, or I hear about it, or see it, but I'm not the only one to see it. But on my Instagram, I'm the only one to control that. So if you got any questions, whatever your personal questions, anything, on your personal level that you just want my opinion about, which sometimes people do, Clean Up the Cash. I got a screenshot of it on my community tab too. So if you want to see what it looked like, it got 3 pictures on there. It's really my account. We just started it, or I had Jasmine started, but she doesn't know the password to it, so she can't see the DMs. She can't see the DMs or nothing like that. I totally control it. Okay, but it's Clean Up the Cash over there on Instagram, if you got an Instagram. If not, you can just email it. If you said if it's appropriate, you can just email it to me at what's my email? Oh, Hollywood Janitorial Serve at gmail.com. Hollywood Janitorial Serve. If it's something that's real personal and you just rather talk to me about it, just email, say, hey, can you have Fabio call me? And, you know, she'll pass your number to me, because Jasmine checked my emails for sure, because I get a lot of emails. So you can email me, say, hey, can you have Fabio call me? And I'll call you directly. And then you can talk to me, as long as you don't ask me a lot of coaching type of stuff, because then I'm gonna keep diverting, like, oh, I only answer that, I only talk about that on coaching, I only talk about that on coaching, I only talk about that on coaching. So but yeah, but so the email or Instagram. Let me see. Yeah, not a problem, not a problem. You guys have any more questions? I'm thinking about doing this too, guys. I'm gonna give away a free one of my, my annual coaching program is $1,000, right? So I want you guys, I don't know how I'm gonna do it. I said I was gonna talk to Jasmine and some of my other people. I wanted you guys to do a quick, maybe 15 to 30-second video to tell me why I should pick you, because I'm gonna only pick one person. So that means you'll have me for the entire year. You're gonna get my telephone number. You'll be able to text and call me directly. I'm gonna help you with your deals. With the coaching come the paperwork, and come 6 months to lead generation. It's all included with the coaching. So in case people know, well, what's in for the $1,000 is the paperwork. You get every document that my company use, and then you get the lead generation for 6 months. I used to do it for 3 months. You get it for 6 months, and then you have me for coaching for 12 months. Okay, so that's a very long time. So I said I wanted to give one coaching annual coaching program away. But I wanted you guys to send me like a video, email it, or you can Instagram it over there in the inbox and tell me why I should pick you. Why, what's so compelling about you? Like, why should I pick you and help you 10x your income? Because I can damn sure do that if you listen to me, right? Also, if you're investing and you want to get into coaching, please listen to me, guys. Don't invest and then not listen to me, because then you're going to feel like, damn, it's not working, right? So I give you specific things to do, but you're going to have to execute on that, okay? For those that may be interested. So, you guys have any more questions? Come on, because I don't know when my next video. Yeah, that would be a blessing. Yep. I don't know when my next video would be, so I want to get you guys some questions answered. You can always email your questions too at hollywoodjanitorialserve@gmail.com. hollywoodjanitorialserve@gmail.com. When the like page for the Facebook come up, guys, I'm definitely going to post it on the community tab. Right now, we just got the Instagram. Like I said, I got the Instagram that I totally control. I only see the DMs there. So if you want to request me over there, feel free. Like I say, I want to do the coaching. You're going to probably see it on my community tab, or I might do a short video about it and post it up on YouTube, explaining exactly what's going to go into that for the free, for the one free coaching session for the person. I give you a certain amount of time to get the videos in. I just want to. That'll be like my way of giving back, I guess. And that's kind of like my way of giving back to you guys. I do appreciate everybody that do a coaching with me, do anything with me, that watch my videos. Hopefully you guys start sharing my stuff more. I give out a lot of valuable content right here. If you are in my coaching already and you have my direct telephone number, if you're in my coaching right now, guys, and you're on the live or you watch the live, my number will be changing. So if you try to text or you call the number, don't think that I changed the number on you. You're not going to get it. Just email me if you call or text, or hit me on Instagram, Clean Up the Cash. Send me a DM. Hey, Fabio, such and such and such, right? Or get with Jasmine. She'll make sure verify that you're under the coaching with me. and she'll email it right back to you, the new number. Okay. Um, Unfortunately, I don't have everybody's number saved in my phone. Um, I just don't. Okay. Unfortunately, some of my subscribers I do have saved in, but I don't have everybody number saved in. So um, some people I can even text the new number to. But um, I'm just letting you guys know, for those that's already enrolled in my coaching, because that come with my personal telephone number. Sorry, I got to do it that way. I used to just give it out freely, and then it didn't work out. Put it that way. So so that's how they get it. If you guys have any more questions, man, I'd love to entertain them, man. Love to entertain them. I got some new things coming up. We launching off into my hometown, Toronto, 2020. So I'll be going over across the border over to Canada, taking the cleaning business there. I got some other things that I'm working on. I got some Fabio Hart merch coming too. So it's a lot of things I'm working on. This channel is going to go in a different direction too, guys, in 2020. So you're going to see some things slowly changing up over in the channel, with the graphics and different things like that. As you guys know, I got two phones, so I usually use one or the other to record the videos. I'm gonna buy a more professional camera with the mic and the whole setup. I'm gonna get out of this place. I probably still do videos here, but I'm gonna change it up a little bit in 2020. I want to do some more like in the field training. I stopped doing that because early on, I used to have people that watched my videos that was local to me that would solicit my contracts. They would know the area that I'm in, and then they would solicit those contracts. So that's why if you watch some of my old videos where I was in the contracts and I was kind of showing you guys what's your number one advertising strategy. My number one advertising strategy right now is Google Ads. If you want me to be frank and tell you what's making my phones ring more and more, it's Google Ads. It's Google Ads. I have people that do my door-to-door for me, so I'm not as active. I like when I do it because I feel like I feel like I got a flair, like I can do it. Like when I was in Ohio just recently, with one of my coaching guys, I was put together, you know, put my hair in my braids in a bun. I was professional. I was good to go. Walked in, I'm on point, and I'm showing them like, watch this. I have a little swag. I feel like I have a little swag. I walk in there confident, right? Some people told me we got a cleaner. We're not interested right now, but I said the right things, and he was standing right there. He was standing right there. So I'm like, it's gonna take time. It's gonna take time. I wish I could come here and say, hey guys, before I left, we closed this or he signed his contract, but I'd be lying if I say that. But I feel confident that he's gonna call me back and say that somebody gave him a shot. I just feel confident about that. But to answer your question, Google Ads is what really make my phone ring right now. My SEO guy that's handling, or I call him my internet guy that's handling the Google Ads. He's doing his thing. He's definitely earning his keep with me. So that's my number one strategy. As far as residential, picking up residential clients, it will be Facebook ads. I'm a big fan of Facebook ads when it comes down to residential. As far as my apartment finding, my home finding service, I just post regular posts on my timeline, have them share it, have them have their friends share, have them have their friends share. Like I just have people share it, and then I hear ding, 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 ding. I wake up, people inquiring about, hey, I need to move. I got 30 days. I'm about to get evicted. Can you help me? I asked them, how did you hear about me? I found out on such and such a page. I looked that person up. They see my friend, They are a friend of my friend. I say, okay, this is working. So that's how I build traction. That was just something that I just thought up, guys. I just put a post, put a picture of the house. It didn't cost me no money. Again, you can do that with your cleaning business, with your carpet cleaning business. Put a picture of before and after picture of the carpet cleaning job that you did. Make sure you got your contact number on the pictures because people do steal pictures. Okay, so I'm just letting you know. You know, same thing I tell my beauticians when I do consulting on business as a whole, right? So I get beauticians, they do braids and quick weeds and this and that. They want to know what do I feel that they could do to bring business. They home base, they want to get more clientele, certain things like that. I consult with them. I say, hey, make sure you put your name and your social media on your pictures because they will, people, they like your work, they will steal your pictures, right? So I'm telling y'all that too. So if you're doing carpet cleaning, put before and after pictures up. Side by side, write a post with your contact information in it, right? And use that same model that I do. Also, you can post it in groups, different local groups in your area, in your city, in your section, right? Again, guys, you gotta try something. You gotta try something. Ask people that you know rock with you to share it, and ask them to ask people to share it, right? And ask them to ask their people to share it, right? Just like that. Like it'll be a domino effect. Another thing that I like to do, guys, your phone, you got a contact list. So, and I spoke about this before. I don't do this all the time, but every once and again, I will try this. I will put together a message, a text message, right? And I'll send a mass text out to everybody in my phone. Hey, however I word it. Hey, hey guys, send me 2 potential clients that I can go after for new contracts, for new commercial cleaning contracts, or whatever I say, right? It's worded different than that, right? And then I just boom, I send a blast out to everybody in my phone, my auntie, my uncle, this person, right? Anybody local to me, this person, this person. And then I'll tell them, send me, whoever, their dentist, send me their doctor's office, send me whoever they go to for dialysis, send me their barber, the hair salon, send me whoever, right? The veterinarian, whoever, right? If it's I don't like to do veterinarian. I don't know why I said that, but if you don't mind doing veterinarian places, again, that'll be a nice little start for you, right? You can go there and solicit veterinarian places, right? Again, guys, it's all about being creative. You ain't gonna find too many people to say that they thought to do something like that, right? And if these people love you like they say they do, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your home girl, they might say, girl, I don't know no place. You be like, no, for real, just ask your mama. Ask your Paul. Ask your auntie. I cut you in, girl, if I land a contract, right? Because sometimes people ain't gonna take you serious. But that's the way that you can do it. You can formulate a text, everybody in your phone, send it to your homeboy. If he rock with you, like you say, he at least can point you in a direction. If he don't know nobody, you can ask him, well, who do you bank with? If he bank with somebody, you can go to his bank. Well, ask your mama, who she bank with, or do you know who your mama bank with? Ask your mama, would it be okay, since your mama know me, I'm your homeboy or whatever, ask your mama, would it be okay if I use her name as a reference? And then you go to the bank. Yes, I was referred to you by Miss Jackson, Diane Jackson, right? Diane Jackson. Yeah, I'm familiar with Diane Jackson. If they know her, they might be able to give you the direct person. Hey, talk to this particular banker. I don't know if he can get you signed up with the contract, but he know me. So talk to him. And then you go in, you ask for him, and you talk to him direct. Come on, guys. You guys got to be creative. Again, I haven't done that in a long time, but that's a method that I like to use, right? And how much money did it cost you to do that? You put together a nice little text, right? I don't like to blast because, when you blast the text, everybody numbers show up, and you can't have everybody, reading the numbers, you understand? So I go one by one. You copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste from A to Z. Copy, paste, copy, paste, 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 paste. Instead of sending it all, you guys know what I'm talking about, right? So when you send it as a mass text, everybody that you sent it to, they numbers show up right there, right? So, you don't want to be messing up nothing. So you guys get where I'm going with it, right? You just want to craft a little message, a little short message, right? Asking for 2 potential clients that you can go after. Don't say 5 and don't say a lot, because they don't even want to do 2 since they know you, right? But they will. If they give you the name of the business and they don't know the number, then look up the number, guys. Just Google the number, right? Ask them, who should I talk to? Or ask your mama, who should I talk to? The mama might say, I don't know, you can talk to my boss. My boss is such and such, right? Or the dad might say, my boss is such and such. So then you contact the bank, or you contact that law firm or whatever, and then you drop on the dad name, or drop on the mom name of your friend, your homegirl, your homeboy, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, whoever, your auntie or whatever, right? Because they referred you. And if they got a good report, it makes it a lot better for you, right? You know, yeah, I got you in. Then you can cut your auntie in. Okay, guys. I know it sounds like I'm just rambling, but shit like this work. This is what I like to call just unconventional marketing, unconventional way of doing things. Because every cleaning company is not doing it. I'm telling you, everybody's not doing it. They not. Who thinks to do something like that? Fabio Hart. Yes, sir. Right. Again, guys, you gotta when you do what the conventional people do, you get what the conventional people get. When you think unconventionally, the results show you get unconventional wealth, right? Again, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up in a minute. I just want to make sure I get your questions. BP, yep. Advertising, that would be Google, the Google ads. Valerie, yep, I see you. I don't know if you're still on here. Wow, that would be a blessing. Yep. That's for the video. Yeah, I want you guys to send me a 15 to 30-second video why I should pick you for the free coaching, the free annual coaching program, the super coaching program. Okay. I'm gonna pick one person. We're gonna analyze the videos. Me and my assistant Jasmine, and one other person, and then I announce the winner on YouTube. Whoever, and then you won't have to pay no upfront money. The paperwork is going to go out to you. The lead generation, you'll get that, and then you'll have the coaching for the entire year with me. That's a 12-month coaching program. We charge $2,000 for that. That's a $2,000 as of, I think, last Monday or the Monday before last. It went up to $2,000. And the reason I up the price on a lot of the stuff, guys, because I don't eat on the back end. I don't ask you for no percentages. So whatever you pay me on the front end is it. But I get results, and I make people so much more money that I feel like it's worth what I charge. You understand? So that's that for those that listen to me. Because there's certain people that they hear me, but they don't listen. They don't execute. So they don't yield the same result. Okay. You guys got any more questions? Again, the best way to reach me for those that want to reach me is Instagram, Clean Up the Cash. I do got it on my community tab. Send me a request over there. As soon as I get off the live, I'll add you on there. If you need to talk to me for whatever reason about whatever, coaching, personal matters, whatever, then you can also email me at Hollywood Janitorial Serve, and you can ask me in the email, or you can just leave your number. Say, hey, can you have Fabio call? And they'll get it over to me. All right, guys, I think that's going to pretty much wrap it up. If you guys don't have anything, you guys have anything else to ask me? I think this was a powerful video. So I talked about the cleaning. I talked about just my income streams, the cleaning business. I would say music promotion, my apartment finding service, coaching, investments, public speaking, and modeling. Being an influencer. I got it down here, but I'm not really like an influencer. But like I say, people will pay me to endorse or to say I use certain, let's say, hair products or skin care products, right? They'll be like, say, they'll pay me for that. I freelance public relations on Fiverr. Yeah, that's it. All right, guys. I guess I'm gonna put you down now. So that's gonna do it for now. Again, I don't know when I'm gonna be back on live, guys. What's today's date? The 5th. Wow, it's almost a weekend quick. Yeah, I'm gonna cut up this weekend. I really don't be doing too much, but yay. It's up. You hear me? It's up. Yeah, I'm gonna do something. I don't know. All right, guys, that's gonna do it now. For now, I'm Fabio Hart, the only person that could ever stop you from starting up your own dreams and making it to the top is you. You got me. Wow, you guys. I love you guys. Happy holidays. If I don't talk to you between now and Christmas.